can gluten cause anxiety? This is a question I'm asked by many people for a variety of reasons. Sometimes someone embarks on a gluten-free diet just to see how they're going to feel, and they're surprised when they emotionally, mentally feel different. And I get emails saying, is this all in my head? Am I making this up? And you're absolutely not. Researchers currently say that if celiac disease, in other words, the problem with the body reacting negatively to gluten that we've known about for hundreds of years, if we were finding that condition newly, we would actually categorize it more primarily in a nervous system problem than the way we typically think about it, which is a digestive problem. So gluten is very interesting in its ability to affect pretty much every system and organ in the human body, but it's very much known to affect the nervous system. So there's things like anxiety, depression, schizophrenia, migraines, having nerve pain, having joint pain affiliated with the nervous system, seizures associated with the nervous system. So it's very well established that gluten can create this problem. Now, sometimes patients have what's called an opioid response. So we've heard of opioids because there's so much discussion about the abuse of opioids and people becoming addicted. But you have opioid receptors in our brains, and gluten, and dairy for that matter, can attach to those receptors. So how does that work? If you're somebody who really loves dairy, sugar, or gluten, then you can relate to this. In other words, you really crave it, and when you eat it, you're like, oh, I'm so happy. That's an opioid response. So it's one thing saying, oh, I like that food. There's another thing going, I had a bad day. Where is it? You know, I used to be that way, so that's how I can describe it so well. But if you really crave it and it gives you kind of this feeling of well-being when you eat it, that's the classic opioid response. So when you haven't eaten it for a while, sometimes you can get some really nasty symptoms, brain fog, and as I said earlier, depression, anxiety, and these can be hard to overcome because you feel like something's wrong and what do I do, and you want to go back to that comfort food. So it's important to do some testing and really find out, do you have celiac, do you have gluten sensitivity, because you don't want to then give in to, wow, my body's craving it, so I should eat it, not when you're really sensitive, because it's having a lot of negative effects. So if you have anxiety or depression, any sort of mood swings, brain fog, definitely important to find out if gluten is playing a role in those symptoms. It's certainly not the only thing that can cause anxiety, depression, for sure, but it's a very known component research-wise, and you deserve to feel better and not have to suffer with that by getting to the true root cause. Speaking of which, that's what we do here at Root Cause Medical, is get to the real reason why you're suffering with symptoms. So if this is bothering you, please reach out. We can do a free consultation. Give us a call at 408-733-0400. Visit our website at Root Cause Medical Clinics, that's with an S.com, and you can set up a consultation that way in the Contact Us page. But regardless, you shouldn't have to suffer. We have great success with that here. I hope you found this informative, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.